Chosen one, do you feel it? That stirring deep within your spirit, the restless energy that refuses to let you settle. It's as if something inside of you is shifting, tugging you towards something greater. But those around you might not understand. You try to explain, but they can't seem to grasp the magnitude of what you're experiencing. It's okay to feel this way, because let me tell you, this is no coincidence. This stirring, this deep longing that refuses to be ignored is a divine sign. It's God Himself awakening something inside you, preparing you for something extraordinary. You are not alone in this feeling. It's a confirmation of your calling. I know your life may not yet align with the vision you carry in your heart. Right now, things might look ordinary and the people around you may not see the greatness stirring inside you. But hear me when I say this, what you're going through is not random. You are undergoing a transformation that is divinely orchestrated by God. It's part of His greater plan, a plan that is unfolding piece by piece just for you. Your spirit knows it. That restless energy you feel is God's confirmation that He is shaping you, molding you, and positioning you for a season that is about to unfold. You are not who you were, and you're not yet who you are about to become. But rest assured, you are on the path to something greater. The vision inside you will soon become your reality. God is setting you apart for something extraordinary. This process isn't always easy, and it can feel unsettling, but trust me, when I say this is only the beginning of your transformation. What you are feeling right now is part of the divine preparation for the authority and purpose you will soon walk into. It may feel uncomfortable, but that discomfort is proof that God is working within you, refining you for what's ahead. Embrace this process, for soon you will step into who you were always meant to be. If this message resonates with your spirit, I want to hear from you. Type 777 or 444 in the comments below as a sign of agreement with your divine calling. Let this be your declaration that you are ready for the transformation God is bringing into your life. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon to stay updated with more powerful transformative messages. Share this video with someone you know who may be feeling the same stirring, because they too are about to embark on their own divine journey. Remember, the stirring you feel is a confirmation that your time is coming. It's not a coincidence. It's divine timing. So stay connected, and let's walk this journey together. Chosen one. Can you feel it? That unease running through you, like a current beneath the surface of your life. That quiet, relentless tug that won't let you rest. It's not a random feeling. You may wake up some days feeling out of sync, as though the world around you is shifting, but you can't quite catch up. There's a stirring deep within you, a profound sense that something is calling you. This stirring is not just a passing feeling, it's a divine awakening, the Spirit of God calling you to step into your greater purpose. This is not the life you were meant to lead. You were never meant to live in the confines of mediocrity, content with the ordinary and the familiar. The stirring you feel is not some fleeting emotion or temporary mood. It is a divine invitation urging you to rise from the comfort of what you know and venture into the unknown territory of your true calling. You might have tried to dismiss it, to bury it, or to pretend it's not there, but it refuses to be ignored. The reason it won't go away is that it's not of your own making, it's the call of heaven. It is God Himself awakening you to something greater, preparing you for a life of significance. In every great story of transformation, there's an awakening of the Spirit that marks the beginning of the journey. Think about a seed buried in the earth. It's not visible to the naked eye, but beneath the surface, something powerful is happening. The soil shifts, the shell cracks, and something within begins to stir. The seed knows it's time to rise to reach for the light. This is what is happening in your spirit, chosen one. There's something inside of you that is stirring, stretching toward a higher calling, and you're starting to awaken to it. It's the Spirit of God at work within you responding to a deeper truth that you may not fully understand yet. But even if you don't fully grasp it now, trust that this stirring is guiding you with purpose. This is the beginning of a spiritual awakening that will transform everything you thought you knew about yourself. The very fact that you feel restless, unsettled, or discontented with the life you've known is a sign that something new is about to unfold within you. God is calling you out from the shadows of uncertainty, out of the comfort you've become accustomed to, and into the brilliance of your divine purpose. You were never meant to remain where you are, and this stirring is God's way of aligning your spirit with your true calling. It's a moment of divine preparation, a time when God begins to reshape your heart and mind to receive His greater plan. While this awakening might feel disorienting at first, it is not a signal of chaos or confusion, it's a divine confirmation. God is positioning you. He is aligning your path with His will and preparing your heart to step into the fullness of your purpose. Understand that this restlessness you feel, this sense that things are no longer fitting as they once did, is not a mistake. It is a sign that God is waking you up to your destiny. And though it may feel like everything around you is shifting, even unsettling at times, know that it is a process of realignment. God is not leading you into confusion. Though it may seem blurry now, He is leading you into clarity. The discomfort you feel is an indication that something new is on the horizon, that you are being prepared for something far greater than you can imagine. This stirring chosen one is not just a vague feeling, it is the first step of an awakening that will transform your life. The familiar walls you've built around yourself, the patterns you've fallen into, the ways you've lived in the past, are all being shaken. And though it may seem unsettling, it is not a bad thing. It is God clearing the path for your divine purpose to emerge. You are stepping out of the shadows of uncertainty and into the light of your true calling. You are being awakened to the person you were always meant to be. And though this process of awakening may come with moments of discomfort, remember that it is part of God's divine plan. The stirring you feel is the first confirmation that you are about to step into something profound, something that will change the course of your life. While it may feel uncomfortable, it is not chaos. It is the movement of God preparing you for something greater. This divine unease is simply the beginning of a powerful transformation. God is awakening you to your true identity, chosen one. He is pulling you out of the mundane, out of the ordinary, and into something extraordinary. What you feel is the Spirit of God moving within you, preparing you to rise above the limitations you've imposed on yourself and the world has imposed on you. You are being called to something bigger than you ever imagined. This awakening is the moment when you stop living as the person you've been and begin to step into the fullness of who you were always meant to be. Just as a seed's stirring beneath the earth precedes its growth into something magnificent, your stirring is preparing you for something greater. Your destiny is calling, and the time has come for you to respond. As you embrace this divine stirring, be assured that you are not walking this journey alone. God is with you, leading you step by step. He is clearing the path for you, guiding your every move, and preparing you to step into your destiny with confidence. It may feel overwhelming at times, but remember that this process is part of God's divine plan for you. The discomfort is not a sign of failure. It is proof that you are being aligned with your true purpose. There will be moments when the world feels out of sync, when everything seems to be shifting beneath your feet. But in those moments, remember that this stirring is not a signal of confusion. It is God's call to rise. He is awakening you to your divine destiny, preparing you for a life that is far beyond what you've known. You are not meant to stay in the same place. You are meant to rise, to step into the fullness of who God created you to be. This stirring within you is a divine invitation. It is God's voice urging you to move forward, to embrace the new season that He is preparing for you. Though the path may seem unclear right now, know that it is leading you to something far greater. God is awakening you to your true identity, and nothing will stop you from stepping into the purpose He has already prepared for you. So, chosen one, do not resist the stirring. Do not fight against the restlessness you feel. Embrace it. Trust that it is the voice of God calling you to rise above the ordinary and into your divine purpose. Your awakening has already begun, and this is just the beginning of the incredible journey that lies ahead. The world is about to witness the person you were always meant to become. As you begin to experience this divine stirring, you might notice something strange happening to your desires. The things that once brought you joy no longer satisfy. You've outgrown the old comforts, and the routines that once seemed fulfilling now feel like chains holding you back from something greater. You may feel an intense discomfort in the places and with the people you used to find comfort in. This isn't a coincidence. It's God's way of signaling that you are evolving, that you are being transformed into someone who no longer fits into the old spaces. Think about it. There comes a point in every journey where what once felt right no longer aligns with who you are becoming. It's like outgrowing a pair of shoes. At first, they fit just right. They were comfortable, familiar. But as you grew, your feet expanded, and suddenly, those shoes didn't fit the way they once did. They became tight, restricting, and uncomfortable. You may have tried to ignore the discomfort, but eventually you realize that the only way forward is to let go of what no longer fits. This is what is happening in your life right now, chosen one. The circles you once belonged to, the old routines, the habits you once indulged in, all begin to lose their charm. What used to satisfy you now feels hollow, and even when you try to fill the void with the same old distractions, it just doesn't work anymore. The things that once brought joy now seem shallow. Old friendships, conversations, and environments that once felt like home now feel foreign to you. This discomfort is a divine sign that God is pulling you out of the old season and preparing you for something far greater. This shift in desires can be unsettling, especially when you're not entirely sure what you're being called into. It may even feel lonely at times, as if you are walking away from parts of yourself that you once thought were essential to your identity. But this is the process of growth, chosen one. You are being refined, reshaped, and made ready for your true identity. The things that once satisfied you are falling away because they were never meant to define you. Your true satisfaction lies in the fulfillment of God's plan for your life, and that plan will require you to release the things that hold you back. Remember, the discomfort you feel is a sign of expansion. The Holy Spirit is enlarging your capacity to receive something greater than you have ever known. It's like a flower that must stretch and reach for the sunlight to bloom fully. You cannot stay in the shadow of what once was. Your spirit knows it. That's why when you try to return to the old, it no longer fits. It's not because you've failed. It's because you are being elevated. And though it feels uncomfortable, this is the sign that you are growing into your divine identity. Now, as you move through this divine awakening and feel the shift in your desires, you may begin to experience some powerful signs of transformation. These signs may be subtle at first, almost like whispers from heaven, guiding you toward your true identity. You may start having dreams that feel different, dreams that carry prophetic weight. These dreams may come in vivid colors with intricate details that seem to speak directly to your spirit. You wake up from them with a sense that something significant is unfolding in your life, and you can't quite shake the feeling that these dreams are more than just your imagination. These prophetic dreams are a part of God's confirmation that your spirit is awakening to your true calling. They are windows into the destiny that God has already planned for you. When you dream, it's not just your subconscious mind working through everyday issues, it's your spirit communicating with the divine, revealing the path ahead. Pay attention to these dreams, chosen one. They carry prophetic markers that will align with the reality that is soon to manifest in your life. In addition to dreams, you may also start experiencing heightened spiritual awareness. Have you ever walked into a room and felt the atmosphere shift? Perhaps you've walked into a gathering or a conversation and sensed a sudden change in the air, even when no one said a word. This is another sign that you are in alignment with God's purpose. Your spirit is becoming more attuned to the movements of the divine, and you are sensing things beyond the natural. These are not random occurrences. They are the confirmations of the Holy Spirit revealing the truth of your transformation. You might also notice that your prayers carry more weight. Your words feel more powerful when you pray. Even if no one else can see the shift, you can feel it. Your voice, your prayers, your intercessions are carrying more spiritual authority. The things that once seemed impossible now feel within reach. This growing sense of spiritual authority is another sign that God is preparing you for something greater. You are being transformed, and your prayers are a key part of the process. As you pray, you are aligning yourself with God's purpose, and His will is becoming more evident in your life. But it doesn't stop there. The stirring you feel within is also accompanied by an increased sensitivity to spiritual encounters. You may sense the presence of angels or feel God's nearness during moments of prayer or worship. These encounters are not accidents. They are divine appointments orchestrated by God to confirm the transformation you are undergoing. Heaven is speaking to you, confirming that the stirring inside of you is real and that you are indeed being prepared for your destiny. Another powerful sign of transformation is the increased clarity in your discernment. Where once you might have been confused or unsure, you now find that you can see things clearly. You recognize patterns in life, in people, and in circumstances. You begin to understand the deeper meanings behind events, and your decisions start to carry more wisdom. Your discernment is sharpening, and this is a key part of your preparation for the authority you will soon carry. Lastly, you may start noticing a shift in your relationships. People may start reacting to you differently. Some may be drawn to your newfound clarity and wisdom, while others might begin to distance themselves. This is not a sign of failure or rejection. It's a sign of transformation. God is separating you from what no longer aligns with your purpose. These relationships were part of your past, but your future requires something different. Embrace this change, chosen one, for it is a part of your divine transformation. Chosen one, everything you are experiencing, the stirring within, the shift in desires, the dreams and encounters, the clarity and increased discernment, are all signs that you are on the path to becoming who God has always intended you to be. These are not coincidences. They are the whispers of heaven guiding you toward your destiny. So do not resist this transformation. Lean into it. Embrace it. Trust that the process is not meant to harm you, but to elevate you. Your transformation is underway, and your destiny is waiting for you to step into it with confidence, knowing that God has already confirmed it. To truly understand the concept of becoming chosen one, we must first break free from the world's definitions of success and identity. The world often tells us that success is determined by status, titles, wealth, and external validation. People chase after recognition, material possessions, and the outward markers of achievement, believing that these define who they are. But I need you to hear something that is both crucial and liberating. True becoming as God sees it is never about titles or worldly success. It's not about climbing the ladder of fame or fortune. Instead, it's about aligning yourself with the divine identity that God knew you had long before you even took your first breath. In God's eyes, becoming is a process of revelation, not invention. It's not about crafting or creating a new identity. It's about stepping into the identity that God has already designed for you, one that was predestined and ordained long before you arrived in this world. From the moment you were conceived, God knew who you were. He had a vision for your life, and He planned a unique calling just for you. To truly become is to uncover the layers of who you are, stripping away the false self, the doubts, fears, insecurities, and societal pressures that have shaped how you view yourself. It is the process of revealing the person that God has always seen beneath the noise and distractions of the world. You see, you were never meant to be someone else. You were never meant to live a life that wasn't your own. The process of becoming is not about trying to fit into the world's idea of success or adopting a false persona. Instead, it's about aligning your heart, mind, and spirit with the divine truth of who you have always been in God's eyes. This alignment is what gives you the strength and clarity to walk in your true purpose. Think of it this way: becoming is not about striving to be someone new. It's about allowing God to reveal to you who you truly are. It's not about creating something that didn't exist. It's about unveiling the identity that was always there. The person you are stepping into is not a foreign version of yourself, but the truest version of who you were always meant to be. This identity is not shaped by the world's standards, but by divine purpose, and it carries a power that far exceeds anything this world can offer. When you begin to step into who God created you to be, you are not simply existing, you are living in alignment with the divine purpose for your life. The beauty of becoming in God's eyes is that it's not about what you do or what you have. It's not about what others think of you or the accolades you accumulate. It's about who you are becoming in Him. It's about living authentically in the truth of your divine identity and walking in the authority that comes with it. The world encourages us to chase after success, fame, and recognition, believing that these things will bring fulfillment. But true fulfillment doesn't come from what you accomplish. It comes from discovering and living in the fullness of who God has always known you to be. Your identity is not dependent on external achievements or the approval of others. It is rooted in something far deeper: your connection to the Creator who made you for a purpose. Becoming is not a destination, but a journey, a process of revelation. As you walk this path, you will begin to shed the layers of false identities and beliefs that no longer serve you. The false self that was shaped by fear, comparison, and societal pressures will fall away, and in its place, the authentic divine version of yourself will emerge. This version of you has always been within you, and as you grow and mature in God's purpose for your life, you will begin to see this true self more clearly. Imagine a sculptor working on a piece of marble. The sculptor doesn't create something entirely new out of nothing. They simply chip away at the excess, revealing the statue that was already contained within the stone. In the same way, God is not creating a new you. He is revealing the true you, the one He designed with purpose and intention. Every struggle, every season of growth, is part of the process of chiseling away the layers that are not aligned with His divine plan for your life. This process can be painful at times, as it requires shedding parts of yourself that you may have held on to for comfort or security. But trust that the shedding is necessary. The true you cannot emerge until the false layers are removed. God, in His infinite wisdom, knows exactly what needs to be stripped away so that you can step into your full identity. And when you do, you will walk in a confidence that is grounded not in the world's standards but in your connection to God and the purpose He has set before you. As you walk in this truth, chosen one, you will begin to see the power of divine purpose in every aspect of your life. When you align with who you are meant to be, you will no longer feel the need to prove yourself or seek validation from the world. Your life will become a reflection of God's purpose, and others will see it. They will see the peace you carry, the wisdom you exude, and the strength that comes from living in alignment with God's will. This is the beauty of becoming in God's eyes. It's not about what you do or what you achieve. It's about who you are becoming in Him and living out the divine purpose that has been uniquely designed for you. The more you align with this purpose, the more you will experience the fulfillment and peace that come from walking in your true identity. You are not meant to chase after the world's version of success. You are meant to step into the divine calling that God has already confirmed over your life. And as you do, you will find a fulfillment that is far greater than anything this world can offer. In the end, becoming is not a quest to find something new. It is a journey to uncover what has always been there. The person God created you to be is already within you, waiting to be revealed. And as you step into your true identity, you will experience the fullness of life that comes from walking in alignment with God's divine purpose. This is the beauty of becoming, and it is a process that is unique to you, chosen one, because you are uniquely created for a purpose only you can fulfill. The journey of becoming is not a quick one. It is not a magical transformation that occurs overnight, nor is it a process that can be rushed. If anything, it can often feel slow, painful, and uncomfortable. While this may sound daunting, it is essential to understand that this pain is not in vain. Every challenge, every moment of discomfort, is part of the divine shaping process God uses to prepare you for the destiny He has placed on your life. This shaping process is necessary because the weight of your calling requires a solid foundation, one built from strength, resilience, and character. These are not qualities that can be acquired overnight. They are forged through trials, challenges, and personal growth. The foundation you are building now will support the magnitude of the purpose God has for you, and this foundation cannot be rushed or skipped. Often, the shaping process involves a painful breaking down of things that have been built up over time, layers of fear, insecurity, pride, and self-doubt that have accumulated in your life. These layers must be stripped away in order to reveal the true you, the person God has created you to be. This is where the discomfort comes in. The pain you feel is not because something is wrong with you, it's because God is preparing you for something greater. He is chiseling away the parts of you that do not align with the identity He has for you. It's like a sculptor chiseling away at a block of marble. The sculptor doesn't simply add to the stone. They remove the excess, carefully carving it to reveal the masterpiece within. Just like that, God is working in you, removing the unnecessary parts and revealing the masterpiece He designed you to be. During this process, you may feel broken at times. You may feel like the weight of it all is too much to bear. There may be moments when the pain, the delays, or the disappointments make you question everything. You may wonder why it's taking so long or why it feels so hard. But I need you to understand something. God is not in the business of waste. Every hardship you face, every trial, every moment of discomfort is building something inside of you. These experiences are not meant to break you. They are meant to strengthen you. They are developing the character, resilience, and endurance that are essential for carrying the weight of your calling. Strength is not forged in comfort. Endurance is not developed through easy moments. The character needed to fulfill your divine purpose is forged in the fire of struggle. Just as a tree's roots grow deeper when the winds blow strong, so too will your character and your faith grow deeper through the trials you face. The winds of life may seem like they are pushing against you, but they are also pushing you to become stronger, more grounded, and more anchored in your identity. The struggles you encounter are not random. They are part of the process, part of God's divine design to prepare you for what is ahead. But don't be discouraged by the difficulties you face. Do not let the pain or the delays make you doubt the process. This is not the end. This is the preparation. You are being made ready for something greater, something eternal. The trials you are facing now are shaping you into someone who can carry the weight of your destiny. God is building you in such a way that no challenge, no enemy, no circumstance can shake the foundation He is creating within you. You are being prepared not just for a temporary season, but for a divine purpose that will impact generations to come. The authority you will one day walk in is not going to come from your own strength or abilities. It will come from the unshakable foundation God is building within you. Your character, your resilience, and your faith are being solidified now so that when the time comes, you will be able to walk into your destiny with the strength and authority that only God can provide. God knows that you are not yet fully equipped for what He has for you, but He is working on you, refining you, and strengthening you. The process may feel uncomfortable, even painful, but it is in these moments that you are being prepared for the greatness that lies ahead. This is not about what you are doing now, it's about what you will be able to do when the time is right. This shaping process is preparing you for a life of purpose and influence. It's preparing you for the impact you will make, the lives you will touch, and the legacy you will leave. Trust that the trials you are going through are not in vain. They are part of God's divine plan for your life. Every challenge is an opportunity for you to grow stronger, for your faith to be deepened, and for your identity to be more clearly revealed. You may feel as though you are being tested, stretched, and even torn at times, but all of this is part of God's divine shaping process. Just as gold is refined by fire, so too are you being refined in the trials of life. It's easy to look at the struggles you face and wonder if they will ever end, but understand that this is all part of the preparation for the next season of your life. The discomfort you feel now is temporary. The strength, resilience, and character that are being built in you are eternal. God is preparing you for something far greater than you can imagine. You are not going through these struggles by accident. You are being prepared to step into a future that is aligned with God's divine plan for your life. The weight of your destiny is heavy, but you are being equipped to carry it. Remember, God does not waste pain. He does not waste moments of struggle. Every experience you go through is an opportunity to grow closer to your true self and to align more fully with His will. And though the process may seem long and the pain may feel intense, know that it is all part of the divine shaping that is necessary for the person you are becoming. So hold on, chosen one. Trust the process. The shaping may feel painful, but it is preparing you for something greater. You are being made ready for the purpose that God has called you to fulfill. And when you step into that purpose, you will see that all the trials, all the challenges, and all the moments of discomfort were worth it. They were necessary steps on the journey of becoming the person God always knew you could be. The process is not easy, but it is purposeful. It is preparing you for a life of strength, impact, and divine authority. Keep pressing forward, knowing that every moment of struggle is building you up for something far greater. Trust that God is with you every step of the way, guiding you, shaping you, and equipping you for the destiny that awaits. The pain is not permanent, but the strength you are gaining will last for a lifetime. And when the time comes, you will see how every part of this process was necessary to bring you into the fullness of your divine calling. So, how do you embrace this process of becoming? How do you lean into this painful yet powerful transformation? The key is surrender. You must surrender to the shaping process even when it feels uncomfortable. Understand that the transformation you are undergoing is not meant to harm you, but to prepare you for the greatness that lies ahead. Think of the great biblical figures who underwent similar processes before stepping into their divine calling. David the shepherd boy spent years in the fields learning to fight lions and bears in secret before he ever stood before Goliath. He endured rejection, isolation, and hardship, but all of it was part of God's preparation for his destiny as king. David was becoming who he was always meant to be, and it was through the pain and the waiting that he developed the strength and faith necessary to fulfill his calling. Esther, too, went through a time of preparation before she became the queen who saved her people. She was taken from her home, put through rigorous beauty treatments, and prepared in the palace for a role she never expected to play. It was a slow process, but it was necessary for the moment when her courage and wisdom would save the lives of thousands. Esther's becoming was not immediate. It was a process of learning, growing, and waiting for God's perfect timing. And of course, Jesus himself underwent a transformative process in the wilderness before he began his public ministry. He was tested in the desert, tempted by the enemy, and separated from the world to be prepared for the mission ahead. Even the Son of God had to undergo a process of transformation before stepping into his divine purpose. He knew that the weight of the calling required a depth of character that could only be forged through trials and preparation. Just like David, Esther, and Jesus, you too must embrace the transformation. It's not easy. It can feel lonely. There will be moments when you want to quit when the pain seems too much to bear, but remember that this process is necessary. God is not punishing you. He is refining you. He is preparing you for the destiny He has already confirmed over your life. Every trial, every delay, every moment of discomfort is building something eternal within you. Embrace the process even when it feels uncomfortable. Know that God is using this time to shape you, to build your faith, to fortify your heart, and to prepare you for the authority you will one day walk in. This process is not without purpose. It is preparing you for greatness. You are becoming who you were always meant to be, and nothing will be wasted in the process. So trust God, surrender to His plan, and embrace the transformation, knowing that each step, no matter how painful, is leading you closer to the fulfillment of your divine destiny. Chosen one, the road to becoming is not an easy one. It is filled with challenges, but it is also filled with divine purpose. As you go through the process of transformation, know that God is with you every step of the way. He is refining you, shaping you, and preparing you for the calling that He has already confirmed over your life. The trials you face are not the end. They are the means by which God is making you into the person He has always known you to be. Embrace the transformation. Trust the process, and step into the divine identity that God has already declared for you. Your becoming is a powerful journey, one that will change not only your life, but the lives of those around you. So hold on, chosen one. You are being prepared for greatness, and you are on the path to becoming exactly who God has always meant for you to be. As you continue on this journey of becoming chosen one, it's important to recognize the signs that God is at work within you. These signs, while sometimes subtle, are powerful indicators that the transformation is real and that you are moving closer to stepping fully into your divine purpose. God's work within you will always manifest in tangible ways that align with His will for your life. These internal shifts are not just random feelings. They are divine confirmations that you are on the path that leads to your true identity. So let's look at these signs and begin to recognize the divine work that is unfolding inside you. As you embark on the path of transformation, chosen one of the most noticeable signs of this process will be the profound internal shifts that begin to take place within you. These changes may initially feel unfamiliar, even strange, but they are deeply significant and serve as key indicators that you are stepping into a new season of your life. Transformation, after all, always begins within. The most immediate and profound internal shift you might experience is a change in how you approach life, particularly in the way you view patience, authority, discernment, and even your desires. One of the most immediate signs of transformation is a change in your patience. Where once you might have rushed through decisions or sought immediate results, you now find yourself embracing the virtue of waiting. It's not a passive waiting, where you simply bide your time or mark time until things happen. It's an active waiting full of purpose. You may notice that you've become more deliberate in your actions, more measured in your responses, and more focused on the bigger picture rather than seeking instant gratification. The fast-paced world we live in often urges us to hurry, to make quick decisions, and to chase after immediate rewards. But as you step into your divine purpose, God will cultivate a patience in you that transcends worldly expectations. This patience, however, is not something that comes naturally. It's a fruit of the Spirit. This new patience is being cultivated in you by God Himself. It is a patience that is rooted in trust in God's perfect timing and His sovereign plan for your life. You are no longer striving to force doors open or rushing to make things happen on your timeline. Instead, you are learning to trust that God will open the right doors at the right time, and that His timing is always perfect. This internal shift in your approach to waiting is a confirmation that you are maturing in your understanding of divine timing. You are learning to trust not just in God's will, but in the pace at which He unfolds His plans for you. Alongside this newfound patience, you may begin to experience a subtle yet significant shift in your sense of authority. This authority is not the kind that demands attention or exerts control. It's a quiet inner strength that radiates from your spirit. As God works in you, you will notice that your words begin to carry more weight. People will listen when you speak, and your prayers will carry power. You may not realize it at first, but the influence you carry is shifting. This change is not about becoming louder or more assertive. It's about growing into the authority that comes from God's presence within you. The authority that you will carry is rooted in your alignment with God's calling for your life. It's not something you can manufacture or force. It is the natural outgrowth of your relationship with God. As you walk in your divine purpose, you will find that the authority you carry will not be denied. People may begin to recognize the quiet strength you possess, and they may turn to you for guidance, advice, or wisdom. This authority is a gift from God, and as you step into your calling, you will find that it naturally expands. It will not be forced, but rather it will emerge as a reflection of God's influence in your life. Another powerful internal shift you may experience is a heightened sense of clarity in your discernment. Where once you may have felt uncertain, confused, or easily swayed by external influences, you will now begin to see things more clearly. Your spiritual eyes will be opened to the deeper truths around you, and you will be able to perceive things that were once hidden. You will begin to understand the motives of others more clearly, and you may even sense the spiritual atmosphere of situations before they unfold. This newfound discernment is not something that you have cultivated on your own. It is a gift from God, a sign that He is refining your spiritual senses. As you continue to grow and mature, your ability to discern truth from lies, wisdom from folly, and the voice of God, from the noise of the world, will become sharper. This shift in discernment will be crucial as you step into your destiny, chosen one. You will need this clarity to navigate the challenges ahead, to make wise decisions, and to stay focused on the divine path that God has set before you. As you begin to discern the deeper meanings of life's situations and experiences, you will find that your choices become more aligned with God's will. You will no longer be swayed by the opinions of others or distracted by the fleeting temptations of the world. Your focus will be clear, and your steps will be guided by divine wisdom. Finally, a profound internal shift will occur in your desires. The things that once brought you satisfaction, worldly pleasures, material achievements, or the approval of others will no longer hold the same appeal. You may find yourself craving something deeper, something more meaningful. This shift in desires is a sign that you are moving closer to your true identity. Your desires are no longer rooted in the temporary pleasures of the world. They are becoming aligned with God's will for your life. You may begin to feel a growing hunger for purpose, spiritual growth, and a deeper connection with the divine. This transformation in your desires is one of the clearest signs that you are becoming who God always intended for you to be. The things that once satisfied your soul no longer do. The fleeting pleasures of the world, which once seemed so important, now feel hollow. Instead, you begin to crave deeper, more lasting fulfillment. You may find yourself drawn to prayer worship and study of God's Word in a way you never were before. You feel an increased desire to walk in your divine purpose, to serve others, and to be a light in the world. This shift is God's way of aligning your heart with His heart, bringing you closer to the divine calling that He has set before you. As you continue on this journey of transformation, these internal shifts will become more pronounced. The patience, authority, discernment, and desires you are experiencing are not just signs of growth. They are signs that you are stepping into your true identity. You are becoming the person God always intended for you to be. This process is not quick, nor is it always easy, but it is necessary for the unfolding of your divine purpose. As you embrace these shifts, you will find yourself aligning more fully with God's will for your life, and your journey will become one of deep fulfillment and peace. So embrace these changes. Celebrate them. Trust that each internal shift, no matter how small, is guiding you closer to the person you were always meant to become. God is at work in you, and His transformation is making you into the vessel that He created you to be. The best is yet to come, chosen one. Trust the process, and let these internal shifts continue to guide you on the path to your divine destiny. As you experience these internal shifts, chosen one, there's more unfolding within you than just emotional or mental change. There's a spiritual awakening taking place, one that may manifest through vivid dreams and powerful spiritual encounters. These experiences are not mere coincidences or random happenings. They are divine encounters, prophetic in nature, designed by God to guide you on your journey. In the quiet of your sleep, you may begin to notice dreams that feel different. These are not ordinary dreams. They carry a weight, a sense of purpose that transcends the everyday thoughts or emotions that typically fill your subconscious mind. These dreams are prophetic, God's way of communicating with your spirit. They may offer glimpses of your future, revealing the person you are becoming. They might show you key moments, provide clarity, or even offer symbols and messages that illuminate the next steps in your journey. Each dream, while unique and personal, serves as part of the divine plan for your life. These visions are not fleeting imaginations. They are a direct line of communication from heaven, guiding you toward your true identity. You might find yourself waking from these dreams with a sense of awe or wonder, feeling deeply connected to a purpose beyond your immediate circumstances. Even though these dreams may not always come with obvious answers, their significance lies in how they reveal God's hand at work in your life. In the quiet of your dreams, God is drawing back the veil to show you glimpses of His vision for your future. He is communicating with your spirit, preparing you for the transformation that is underway. While dreams are one way that God speaks, you may also begin to experience more direct, tangible encounters with His presence in your everyday life. This may happen during moments of stillness when you are alone, praying, meditating, or simply walking through your day. During these times, you might feel a subtle yet powerful sense that the Holy Spirit is near, speaking softly to your heart. These moments may not always be dramatic or loud, but they are incredibly profound. The feeling of God's presence becomes a deep personal experience that reassures you that He is actively involved in your transformation. These encounters can come in a variety of ways. Perhaps during a quiet moment of prayer, you feel a warmth or peace that you can't explain, a gentle assurance that God is with you. Or maybe it's when you're walking outside in nature, and you suddenly feel a deep connection with the Creator, as if the very air around you is speaking to your spirit. These experiences, though subtle, are God's way of confirming that He is actively working in your life, guiding you every step of the way. At times, these encounters may be more tangible. God may send spiritual messengers, angels, to guide, protect, or encourage you during this time of transformation. Angels are not always seen in the traditional sense. They can appear in many forms. Sometimes they may come in the form of people, a friend who speaks the exact words you need to hear at the right moment, or even a stranger who offers wisdom that resonates deeply with your heart. These angels are messengers sent by God to reassure you that you are not walking this path alone. Even in your darkest moments, they stand by you, offering guidance and support. It's important to pay attention to these moments, whether they come in the form of dreams, visions, or real-life encounters. Often these experiences will be subtle, but they carry deep significance. In these moments, God is reminding you that He is actively engaged in your journey, actively shaping your future. You are not forgotten, and you are not alone. Heaven is working behind the scenes, orchestrating every detail of your transformation. But spiritual encounters do not end with dreams and angels. As your spirit becomes more attuned to the divine, you may begin to notice a heightened awareness of God's voice in your life. This may be experienced as a quiet whisper in your heart, a gentle nudge toward a certain decision or direction. You might find yourself hearing God's guidance more clearly, even in the midst of daily life. His voice may come through His Word, through the messages of others, or through that still, small voice that speaks directly to your soul. This heightened awareness is a sign that your relationship with God is deepening. Your spirit is becoming more attuned to His presence, more open to His guidance. As you draw closer to God, you will find that hearing His voice becomes more natural, more intuitive. You will begin to recognize the subtle promptings of the Holy Spirit as He leads you on the path of transformation. As you move through this process, you will likely encounter moments when the divine encounters feel even more profound. These spiritual experiences are not random. They are part of the unfolding plan that God has for your life. Just as He spoke to His people through visions, dreams, and encounters in the Bible, so too is He speaking to you now. These experiences are confirmations that your transformation is not fleeting. It is part of a divine ongoing process that is shaping you into the person God has destined you to be. As you go through your day, take note of these spiritual encounters, no matter how small or subtle they may seem. God is speaking to you, guiding you, and confirming His plans for you through these moments. They serve as signs that the transformation you are undergoing is real. They are a constant reminder that you are not alone, and that God is actively involved in every step of your journey. The more you open yourself to these experiences, the more you will see God's hand in every area of your life. You will begin to recognize the divine threads that run through your day, seeing His guidance in the smallest details. And as you continue to grow in your spiritual awareness, these encounters will become more frequent and more profound. They will serve as a beacon of light, reminding you of your true identity and the purpose you are becoming. Don't let these moments pass by unnoticed. Pay attention to your dreams, the promptings of the Holy Spirit, and the encounters with divine messengers. These are the ways that God is confirming His work in your life. They are signs that your transformation is underway, and that you are stepping into your divine purpose. So, chosen one, embrace these prophetic dreams and spiritual encounters. They are God's way of speaking to you, guiding you, and confirming His plans for you. Trust that these experiences are part of the greater process of transformation, and that each encounter is leading you closer to your true identity. You are on a journey of divine discovery, and every moment of spiritual revelation is a step closer to becoming who God has always known you to be. As you continue on this path of transformation, you may face resistance from others. This resistance is not something to fear. In fact, it is a sign that the transformation is happening. People may not understand the changes you are going through, and they may not recognize the person you are becoming. In some cases, they may even resist or try to pull you back into old ways of thinking and behaving. This resistance, though painful, is part of the process. Throughout the Bible, we see examples of great men and women of faith who faced resistance during their transformation. David was rejected by his own family before he was anointed as king. Esther was initially hidden away, and her true purpose was unknown to many. Jesus Himself faced rejection and resistance even from those closest to Him. But in every case, this resistance was a sign that the person was on the right path. It was proof that they were stepping into something greater, something that would change not just their lives, but the lives of others as well. You may find yourself feeling isolated at times. The people who once walked with you may seem distant, and the relationships that once felt familiar may now feel strained. You may even begin to question if you are on the right path when you encounter resistance from those you love and trust. But understand, this isolation is not abandonment. It is preparation. God often pulls us away from certain relationships, environments, and influences so that we can grow in private before we are revealed publicly. It is in these seasons of isolation that God refines us, molds us, and prepares us for the authority we will one day walk in. Remember that this resistance is not personal. It is a reflection of the spiritual battle that takes place when you step into your divine purpose. The enemy does not want to see you rise into the person God has destined you to be, and will use others to try and pull you back. But understand that God is using this resistance to strengthen you. It is in these moments of struggle that your character is refined and your faith is solidified. As you face resistance, take comfort in the fact that this is a sign that you are on the right path. God is not allowing this resistance to derail you. He is using it to propel you forward. Each time you overcome resistance, you become stronger, more resilient, and more confident in your identity. You begin to recognize that your validation does not come from people, it comes from God alone. And when you stand firm in that truth, nothing can shake you. Chosen one. The signs of transformation are all around you. The internal shifts you are experiencing, refined patience, growing authority, clearer discernment, and a shift in desires, are all evidence that God is at work within you. These are not just random feelings, they are divine confirmations that you are stepping into your divine purpose. Embrace these shifts, for they are the markers of your transformation. Pay attention to the prophetic dreams, spiritual encounters, and heightened sense of God's presence in your life. These are not coincidences. They are God's way of communicating with you, confirming that the work He began in you is real and ongoing. He is aligning you with your divine destiny, and you are becoming who He has always known you to be. And as you face resistance and isolation, remember that these are signs of the process, not signs of failure. Resistance is part of the journey. It is a reflection of the spiritual battle taking place as you step into your destiny. Do not be discouraged by the resistance or isolation you may face. Instead, see it as confirmation that you are on the right path. God is using these moments to strengthen your resolve, solidify your identity, and prepare you for the authority you will soon carry. The transformation is real, and it is happening within you. Embrace it, fully chosen one. You are becoming exactly who God has called you to be, and no one, not even yourself, will be able to deny it. As you continue to walk this path of divine transformation, chosen one, there comes a time when the process reaches its apex, and you step into the fullness of who you were always meant to be. You might have spent much of your life wondering, who am I really? What is my purpose? You may have felt lost or out of place, at times struggling to find your identity, but now you are about to understand that the person you've been waiting to become has always been inside you. The process of becoming is not about becoming someone new. It is about becoming who God always created you to be. This is not the unfolding of a new identity. It is the revelation of your true divine identity. The process of transformation, though it may have felt painful and slow at times, is now making sense. You are not changing into someone foreign to you. You are uncovering the real version of yourself. The person God has always seen is now emerging from within, and you are stepping into your divine calling with clarity, confidence, and authority. As you stand on the precipice of your divine destiny, it is important to understand that you are not becoming someone new in the sense of creating an entirely different version of yourself. Instead, you are becoming who you were always meant to be. This journey has been one of self-discovery, peeling away the layers of doubt, fear, and confusion to reveal the truth of your identity. And now, chosen one, the time has come for you to walk in the fullness of that truth. Think of it this way: a seed doesn't need to try to become a tree. It doesn't need to exert effort to change into something it's not. All it needs to do is grow into what it was already destined to be. The tree was within the seed from the very beginning. It simply had to go through a process of growth, nurturing, and transformation to reach its potential. Similarly, you have always carried your divine purpose within you. The person you are stepping into is not someone who is new to you. This is who God always intended for you to be. Your identity is not something you need to chase, achieve, or build from scratch. It is something you are becoming step by step as you align more and more with the divine plan God has set for you. The struggles, the challenges, the moments of uncertainty, they were never meant to destroy you. They were meant to shape you, to refine you, and to reveal the fullness of your true self. Now, as you continue to grow, you will step more boldly into the destiny that has always been yours. Embrace this truth: you are not becoming someone you aren't. You are becoming who you were always destined to be. And the more you align with God's will for your life, the more you will see that the identity you are stepping into was always within you, just waiting to be awakened. As you continue to grow into your divine identity, chosen one, there will come a moment when your transformation moves beyond the private internal work and shifts into a public revelation. You may not notice it right away, but the people around you will begin to sense the changes within you. They will begin to see the growth, the strength, and the clarity that have come from your trials, your struggles, and your alignment with God's purpose. What was once an internal process is now becoming evident in your actions, your words, and the way you carry yourself. Soon, you will experience a wave of public recognition. Opportunities that once seemed out of reach will start to open before you, and doors that you thought were closed will swing wide open. This public recognition is not simply the result of your efforts or achievements. It is, in fact, God's way of confirming your identity to the world. It's a sign that the transformation you've been undergoing is not just personal, but it's also meant to be revealed to those around you. The work God has been doing within you is now becoming visible. God's hand on your life will no longer be something that you only know in your heart. It will be something others will begin to see as well. People will start to recognize that you are someone set apart, someone who carries divine authority, someone whose life stands as a testimony of God's power, grace, and purpose. As this recognition begins to unfold, it's crucial to remember that it doesn't happen by accident. The public shift you are experiencing is the culmination of all the internal work you've done. It is the product of the battles you've fought in silence, the struggles you've overcome in the secret places, and the quiet moments of surrender to God's will. It's not just the external recognition that's important, but the transformation that took place in the unseen places of your heart. The moments of doubt, the challenges, the quiet work of aligning yourself with God's truth. These are the things that have prepared you for this moment of public recognition. You may have once felt overlooked, misunderstood, or even invisible, but now the time has come for you to step forward. The world is about to see you for who you truly are, and the glory of God in your life will be made evident to all. In this season of public recognition, opportunities will begin to appear seemingly out of nowhere. Invitations will come for you to step into spaces that once seemed beyond your reach. You'll find that doors that were once closed to you are now wide open, and people will begin to seek you out for your wisdom, your insight, and your guidance. The authority you carry, which has been quietly developed through your relationship with God, will now be recognized and respected by others. You may feel like you're stepping into something new, but in reality, it's the result of everything God has been preparing in you. This is not the time for you to shrink back to question your worth or to doubt the process. This is the moment that God has been preparing you for, a moment when your transformation becomes visible to the world. Where once you might have felt unseen or insignificant, now you will be noticed. People who once overlooked you will begin to see your value. They will seek your counsel, ask for your opinions, and listen to your words. Your life will become a beacon of God's glory, shining brightly for all to see. This is God's confirmation that your identity is not just for you, it is meant to be shared with the world. You may find yourself in situations where you are given a platform where people are eager to hear what you have to say. This is not a coincidence. It is divine orchestration. You were prepared in private, and now God is revealing you to the public not for your glory, but for His. The recognition you receive is not about lifting you up. It's about lifting up God's purpose and power through your life. It is about showing the world that when you submit to God's plan, He will elevate you not for your benefit, but to fulfill the greater calling He has on your life. This is why it's so important to embrace this season with humility and confidence. The recognition you are receiving is not a validation of your worth. It is a reflection of God's faithfulness in your life. The recognition isn't about you being seen. It's about God being seen through you. You are simply the vessel through which His glory is being revealed. So as the public shift happens, embrace it with grace. Allow the recognition to draw others closer to God rather than drawing attention to yourself. This is the moment when your life begins to testify to God's greatness and His ability to transform ordinary people into instruments of divine purpose. Be prepared, chosen one, for the opportunities that are coming your way. The time to step into the light has arrived. God has been preparing you in secret, and now it is time for your transformation to be revealed to the world. You are ready to stand in your divine identity, fully recognized for who you are in God. This public shift is not just about your reputation, it's about the revelation of God's power and purpose in your life. When others see the transformation in you, they will see not just the person you are, but the God who has been at work in you all along. This shift may bring with it a sense of awe, even fear, as you begin to step into spaces where you have never been before. It's natural to feel some level of apprehension, but remember that you are not stepping into this new season alone. God is with you every step of the way, guiding you, strengthening you, and preparing you to fulfill your divine calling. The recognition you are receiving is the confirmation that you are walking in the right direction toward the purpose God has already set before you. Embrace this moment, knowing that it has been a long time coming. You've been through the fire, you've been refined, and now you are ready for the world to see the transformation that has been taking place within you. This is God's timing, and it is perfect. You are stepping into a season where the world will see who you truly are, and through your life, they will see the glory of God revealed. So, chosen one, take this moment to walk in confidence and humility. Know that this recognition is not for your glory, it's for the glory of God. And as you embrace this public shift, know that this is just the beginning. The transformation is unfolding, and your life is about to impact the world in ways you've only dreamed of. Step boldly into your divine purpose, for you are now ready to be revealed to the world as the person God always intended you to be. As you step into the fullness of your identity and experience the shift of public recognition, you will begin to see the fruit of your transformation. The changes that have taken place within you will start to manifest in your life, and the evidence of God's work will become undeniable. Your life will begin to bear fruit, and it will be clear to those around you that you are no longer the person you once were. The first evidence of the fruit of your transformation will be seen in your relationships. You will find that the people who once doubted you or didn't understand, you will begin to take notice. Those who once disregarded your wisdom or dismissed your words will now be drawn to you. They will seek your counsel, your presence, and your guidance. This is a sign that the transformation is real. Your words now carry weight because they are infused with divine authority. Your presence shifts the atmosphere, and people can no longer ignore the change that has taken place in you. In addition to the changes in your relationships, you will also begin to see the fruit in the opportunities that come your way. Where once you struggled to find the right doors to open, you will now find that doors are swinging wide open, and you are being invited into opportunities that align with your purpose. This is the fruit of your transformation. Your obedience, your growth, and your alignment with God's will have prepared you for this moment. The things you once prayed for will now begin to manifest, and you will step into your divine purpose with clarity and confidence. You will also begin to see the fruit in your own character. The transformation that has been taking place in private will become evident in your actions, your decisions, and your interactions with others. You will find that you are more patient, more compassionate, and more resilient. Your faith will be unshakable, and your ability to overcome obstacles will inspire others. You will be a living testimony of God's power to transform a life. But the greatest fruit of your transformation will be the impact you have on others. As you step into your divine calling, your life will begin to bear fruit in the lives of those around you. You will heal wounds, break chains, and guide people to their own divine destinies. The authority you carry will not be for your own gain. It will be used to bless others, to lift them up, and to lead them to the truth of God's love and purpose. People will see the changes in your life, and they will want to know the secret. They will ask how you overcame the challenges, how you found peace in the midst of chaos, how you found the strength to keep going when everything seemed to be falling apart. And you will be able to tell them with clarity and conviction that it was God's transforming power that brought you to this point. The fruit of your transformation will not just be evident in your life, it will be evident in the lives of those around you. The transformation you've undergone is not just for you, chosen one, it is for the world. The fruit of your transformation will reach far beyond your own life and will begin to touch the lives of others. You will be a light in the darkness, a beacon of hope and strength for those who are still lost, still searching for their own divine purpose. And as you walk in your divine destiny, the fruit of your life will testify to the greatness of the God who called you, who shaped you, and who has now revealed you to the world. Chosen one, the journey you have been on is not just about the internal shifts and struggles you've faced. It is not just about becoming who you were always meant to be. It is about stepping into your destiny, a destiny that will impact the world in ways you cannot yet fully imagine. As you move forward, know that the public shift is coming. The recognition, the opportunities, and the favor that have been prepared for you will soon be yours. And as you step into this new season, you will begin to see the undeniable fruit of your transformation. God has been shaping you for something great, and now the world will see the evidence of His work in your life. The authority you carry, the wisdom you possess, and the impact you will make are all part of the divine purpose God has for you. Embrace this new season with confidence, knowing that you are stepping into the fullness of your identity and that the fruit of your transformation will bless not just you, but the world around you. The time has come for you to rise, chosen one. Step into your destiny and let the world see the greatness of the God who has always known you. You are becoming exactly who you were meant to be, and the world is waiting for you to reveal it. Chosen one, as we come to the close of this transformative message, it is important that you fully grasp the truth of what you've heard today. You are not walking into uncertainty. You are not wandering aimlessly, unsure of what your future holds. No, chosen one, this is the moment of confirmation. You are in the process of becoming exactly who God has already declared you to be. The path you are on is not a mistake. Every trial, every shift, every moment of discomfort has been carefully orchestrated by the Creator to prepare you for the destiny He has set before you. Do not doubt this journey. Do not question the path you are on. The stirrings you've felt within your spirit, the discomfort, the resistance, the growth, it's all leading you to this point. God has already confirmed your identity. He has already set in motion the unfolding of your divine purpose. You are becoming who He always knew you to be. And as you walk forward, step by step, you are not walking into the unknown. You are walking into the fullness of your purpose, into the confirmation of your divine destiny. This is not just an idea. It is the truth of your life. You are already being transformed. You are already stepping into the role God has prepared for you. Everything that has happened, everything that is unfolding, is not by chance. It is God's divine plan. So I encourage you to embrace this truth with all your heart. You are walking toward the manifestation of your divine identity, and that identity is already confirmed in heaven. Now it is time to take action. You've heard the message, and now it's time to declare your identity. If this message resonates with your spirit, if you believe that God is working in you and shaping you for greatness, I want you to boldly declare it. Type Y, receive it in the comments right now as your public declaration that you are embracing the process of becoming who God has already confirmed you to be. Let this declaration be a statement of faith, an acknowledgement that you are stepping into your divine destiny. and that nothing, no person, no circumstance, no setback will derail you from the path God has set before you. But don't stop there. Share this video with someone you know who might be walking through a season of uncertainty, someone who needs to hear this confirmation. There are many chosen ones who need to hear that their transformation is real, that their divine destiny is already written, and that they are becoming exactly who God created them to be. Share this message and let it be a light in someone else's life, just as it has been in yours. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Stay connected with this community of like-minded souls who are also stepping into their divine destinies. Turn on the notification bell so you can receive more transformational messages that will continue to guide and strengthen you as you walk in the fullness of God's plan. You are not alone in this journey. Together we can continue to grow, to transform, and to embrace the divine purpose that is unfolding in each of our lives. Now, chosen one, let us close this moment in prayer. Let's bring everything we've spoken of today before the throne of God, asking for His continued guidance, strength, and protection as you walk boldly into your future. Father God, I thank you for every chosen one who has listened to this message today. I thank you for the work you are doing in their lives, the transformation, the renewal, and the awakening of their divine purpose. Lord, I ask that you continue to guide them on this journey of becoming. Help them to recognize the signs of transformation, to embrace the discomforts of growth, and to trust the process that you have set before them. I pray that every moment of resistance they face will be met with your peace and strength. When they encounter doubt or fear, let your presence surround them, reminding them that they are not alone in this process. Let them feel your arms of protection and guidance leading them every step of the way. God, I ask that you continue to confirm their identity to them. May they walk boldly knowing that they are becoming exactly who you have created them to be. May they see the fruit of their transformation in their relationships, in their work, and in the impact they have on the world around them. Let your light shine through them in ways that draw others to your truth, love, and grace. Father, I pray that you would protect their hearts and minds as they step into this new season. Guard them against distractions and doubts that may try to pull them off course. Surround them with your favor, and may they see the doors you open for them, doors of opportunity, doors of blessing, and doors of divine purpose. I declare that no weapon formed against them shall prosper, and that your plan for their life will come to fruition. Lord, I ask for your continued wisdom and discernment for them. As they walk forward into their destiny, may they make decisions that honor you and align with your will. May their lives be a reflection of your greatness, your goodness, and your love. And when others look at them, may they see the work you have done in their hearts, minds, and spirits. Thank you, Lord, for the divine identity you have placed within each of us. Thank you for the purpose you have already written for our lives. We trust that the transformation is real, and we embrace the work you are doing within us. May we walk boldly into the future, knowing that we are becoming who you have always meant for us to be. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Chosen one, as you continue on this journey, never forget that you are not walking into an uncertain future. You are walking into confirmation. The process you are in, the transformation you are experiencing, is leading you directly into your divine destiny. Trust in God's timing, trust in His process, and know that you are becoming exactly who you were meant to be. Take this truth with you. God has already confirmed your identity. You are becoming who He always knew you to be. Embrace this moment and step boldly into the future He has prepared for you. I believe in you. God believes in you. And you are on the verge of stepping into something truly extraordinary. Stay faithful, stay strong, and know that your divine destiny is unfolding before your eyes.